Hello, thanks for clicking on this video as well. So I am still working on my app and it has gotten, um, I've gone on and cleared the database because right now I've gotten to the point where I've linked all the skills properly and I've got a lot of the archetypes already done. And now it was time to work in the species. And my main um, goal in this, and it looks like I need to change that background so it's a little bit easier to see those. I'm just now noticing that. But regardless, what I'm doing is using large language models and doing a lot of my data uh, entry. And I just wanted to showcase how I'm using it to streamline that process. So with this project, I'm more interested in pre-Disney canon and you know, the old stuff. And I'm using to get the database ready, I'm using Postman. And like I said, I'd like to go on. So I'd never heard of these guys. And I'm just giving things a check just in my process. And it's a full CRUD app. So once it's available, game master can add, change, do whatever they want with their species list, and But so this is from Knights of the Old Republic and not just the new stuff. So it seems like these guys would be good to include. So what I'm doing is grabbing all of this, and I'm just using this D6 holocron, not secure. Be careful. Visit at your own risk um, and throwing it into a template. And what I've seen, so this was actually a bad example because I didn't. I do need to take these out because that's not translating correctly. But what I'm doing, what I'm found that I've had to do is the large language models are still, even with really specific prompts, like I'm only getting like 50% accuracy and they're changing and hallucinating a lot. So my prompt literally has my model in it. And then I actually have an example you've probably noticed, um, just for reinforcement. Then I give the information, and then I have my ability and my skill model. And I've had to actually use the large language models to refine my prompts, make sure that I'm doing them to get the results that I want. So it is at the end of the day, I am saving a lot of time. As you can see, this is a lot of typing, but I just wanted to showcase how this is working. And sometimes it works, and like I've kind of gotten it down to a science now where I can get some success most of the time. So just like we'll see here, and I'll use DeepSeek or Jeopardy, doesn't matter. And this is good. Sometimes it would extrapolate or hallucinate for things. I do have to check this a little bit. But again, it's a full CRUD app, and this is more a rough draft. I'm just trying to get things in there so I can continue on the other things for the companion. But this is good. But see, he messed up. He's using these as skills where I want these as that could be. You know what? Hey, this is a great example because I'm not sure that I dislike what the large language model did there. So this is actually a great example because it reasoned, well, reason's a bad word. It did leverage out correctly um, how we want to do it. We normally don't want to use skills in this. We want to make species abilities an ability thing. But if we look at what they did, and we'll just um, special knowledge skills. So it really did kind of do that really well. So that's kind of cool. Now I'm not sure where it got its abilities. Let's just double check that. Special thermal sensing. So that was probably in there. Like again, I'm not familiar with that. I didn't read through it. I'm kind of reading through it as I go, and then I'll just edit it in the end. But um, Yeah, this is good enough. This is good enough to go on and rough draft into the database. And I'm just using Postman still. And we'll just go on. And now that the tabs are off, for the rest of you that hurts as bad as it hurts me, we are going to fix that because we're civilized here. And there we go. All right, that feels so much better, doesn't it? But yeah, I just wanted to show how I'm using large language models as a tool to for my data entry and how I've had to refine my prompting and really include a lot more than you would think, but I found that this reinforcement gives me a higher success rate right off the bat. But really looking forward to sharing more and using what I'm learning about databases in this project for efficiencies, et cetera, et cetera. But thanks for watching if you've made it this far.